Okay, to be done with this stuff
I'm
before
not so.
before modding for the line, but one of the most wonderful things about Dave Warnock's show, which I think next to Takis is one of the absolute best shows that is on that channel, is we don't often get trolls in there. You don't see total douchebags
Yeah.
in the side chat. Can't say the same thing for some of the other shows, but Dave's is pretty good. Takis trolls galore. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go.
But yeah, hey, listen, I'm super happy you're streaming to your community because this is fun. This is fun shit. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, that's
Make
what
it
I'm
happen.
saying. And right now, why are you doing that? It's froze. My system froze up for a second, and I tried to change the thumbnail to the tier list. There we go. Oh, and I think
Hey,
everybody should be
trees.
able to hear us. Hey, Hive. Good to see you guys. We are
Look,
in the
they're
middle
all
of a.
coming in. Look at this. They love
Hey,
you. They hate
Maya.
me.
No, we just.
Everybody,
Oh,
fuck
stop
all.
it. We
Look at this.
we were over in Steph's side chat, right? And she was talking about some personal stuff, and I'm like, hey girl, come do this tier list with me. So here we are. We're about a third of the way through it though. So
yeah. I was answering the question about do I see some value in debating in talking about bad science? And the answer was unequivocally there's tremendous value in talking about bad science and in mocking it when necessary and when confronting it when absolutely necessary. And it was a little heavy, but not too bad, I don't think. But I wanted to get that because Big Bad Mama asked me that question in the stream, and we didn't answer any questions in the stream with Mark, and I wanted to address that one right away because I wanted to say, hey, look it. See, all the people, look at my channel. I've done that. I do that. That's kind of my jam, and particularly with respect to trans issues. But anyway, that's neither. Let's get funny. Let's make it happen.
yeah, let's do this. We have Goliath next. So maybe we should recap for my audience just real quick what we've done. We got David, we got war criminals down here on the bottom, basically. And then these are just cops and judges and assholes. These are ineffectual people. These are essentially people who had good intention but were put in a bad place. And then these are people who were genuinely seem like they were good people. And these are people who have been either unjustly ridiculed by throughout history because of their assumed role in the Bible without anything else being known about them. That's why Rahab's up here. And then and also people who are just like kind of badasses who were able to make the world a better place without using violence. So that's where we are right now. Goliath is next up. Goliath is a warlord.
He is, but it's like I've always sort of thought of Goliath as kind of a what's the name of Andre the Giant's character in The Princess Bride? Rizik, I think it is.
Fezzik.
Fezzik, yeah. I've always sort of thought of Goliath as sort of a Fezzik kind of guy.
You think he was just like...
I guess if I have to.
Yeah. Fezzik was a reluctant warrior.
Yeah.
See, I have this completely opposite kind of... because I think because the way they describe the Philistines as being all like freaky giants. I always think of Goro from Mortal Kombat, the big guy with 4 arms and the ponytail on top of his head. That's what I think of when I think of Goliath. So,
Okay.
do you want to put him?
You see,
We don't know anything about him. He's another character we don't know anything about besides he's there to be killed, there to be defeated. Let's put him in.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, I'd put him there. Yeah, I'd put him. I'd put him at tier C.
I think maybe since he's a warlord, maybe we need to put him. Yeah, he'll be below Adam. So there you go. You think tier C?
Yeah.
Above Satan?
No. It's A. Well, A is the tip top, and B is
Oh yeah. I'm looking at it backwards because the colors. I got the colors flipped on this one in my anyway. All right, Solomon the Wise. Someone who actually used their superpowers for good, Samson.
And he did fuck around a lot. But
you disagree with this?
No, where'd you put him?
Put him at the bottom of B tier.
Bottom of the heap, Samson?
No, bottom of B tier.
I mean Solomon. You put
Solomon at the bottom of B tier. Bottom of B tier, not the bottom of F tier.
Oh, it's bottom of B tier. Yeah, that's cool because definitely, the Canticle of Canticles, the Song of Songs, which is Solomon's, etc., which of course is we don't know about any of these assholes, but if he did write it, he's a pretty good writer because it's the best book in the Bible.
Yeah, David is the worst. Like really is. Every time I look at David's
just a shit.
All right.
I mean, he killed Uriah so he could marry Bathsheba. He fucked over Jonathan. It's just
he murdered just relentlessly. Is Bathsheba even on here?
I don't know.
I don't see her, which is wild because they got a lot more women than you expect on here. So,
well, that's good. Whoever made this puzzle did a good job.
Yeah, there's like Sarah's on here, and it's weird that Sarah, Esther, all these ladies, but no Bathsheba. But I like to think of Bathsheba as kind of an important character in the development of the of who King David was, right?
Yeah, I got another one here. If I get copyright struck, well, I guess I can get copyright struck.
Don't get me copyright struck, though. I don't want a copyright strike. Did you freeze up?
A little snippet ain't gonna get copyright struck.
No, it was just play like less than 30 seconds.
Yeah. Bathsheba smiles. She smiles and things turn to ice. She smiles and heads bow down. There you go. Anybody who's never heard of Richard Thompson should listen to his music. It's marvelous stuff.
All right.
See, Bree and I hang out and do the old folky shit a lot, and it's so fun. And for all the folks in your stream that haven't seen this yet, I gotta show you this. I got to show you this beautiful thing. I got to show you this beautiful thing.
You got more people watching yours than I do.
It doesn't matter. I want you're the people that have joined and haven't seen this yet. You just need to see what this wonderful. Oh my God! I guess I better turn off my green screen. in order to make this work.
Yeah, that looked crazy. It's like matte flowers.
In order to make this work, please bear with me for just a second. I gotta f around with OBS, which has been plaguing me all night. But what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do?
I'm gonna read about Elijah while you get that figured out.
I gotta turn
According to the Book of Kings, the Hebrew Bible, a prophet and miracle worker who lived in the northern kingdom of Israel during the reign of King Ahab. In 1 Kings 18, Elijah defended the worship of the Hebrew God over the Canaanite deity Baal.
Yeah.
God also performed many miracles through Elijah, including resurrection. Sweet as necromancer, bringing fire down from the sky, and a pyromancer, and entering heaven alive by fire. So scrying through. They look a lot brighter for me too.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Just look at this. This lovely human being sent to me that I got today from the one, the only Bree.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Isn't that beautiful?
Splash of color for your life.
Yeah, gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
So Ahab the Arab, that song is a wee bit racist. Yes, indeed it is. Are you fucking kidding me? The king of the burning sands. Absolutely. Oh yeah, and here it is with no green. It's like
the green helps the flowers pop, I think.
Oh yeah.
So we got Elijah up on deck next, and he had all kinds of
I gotta put you back on I gotta put this thing back up there.
Yeah,
there we go.
He had all kinds of superpowers and stuff. He could like go into the afterlife by looking into the fires. He could resurrect the dead and bring down fire from the sky, which to me makes me think that he had some kind of knowledge of a meteor shower coming and used that as a bargaining tool to display his power. Because there was nights throughout history where there's just been insane meteor showers where it's like, oh my gosh, the end of the world is here. So
how many times the world has ended according to so many people? It's like, yeah, but it didn't.
What do you guys think? If they're in the live chat, what do you think about Elijah? Should Elijah? Because he had superpowers. He didn't use them to, I don't know. But he did unite people. Uniting people is, he defended the worship of the Hebrew God over that of the Canaanite. What? Well, was he about freedom of religion though, or was he about were the Canaanites being? He was a dick, you think? I don't know much about it.
He was a dick. Well, yeah, and he killed a bunch of kids. He called upon God to kill a bunch of kids because they called him Baldy.
About the bear thing. Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh,
that's just garbage.
He's a total monster.
He's a garbage human being.
Yeah, let's put him down. He should be. He's
in the doghouse.
He's
or
just
the
above
bear house.
I guess I was maybe thinking of was I thinking of Elisha or Elisha?
Yeah, the two of them are all together. Even in the Bible itself, the two of them are kind of
historically similar. Yeah, let me see here. Elisha is.
Hey,
I don't want to hold him. I don't want to hold him responsible. May not be here,
but we'll do our best. And by the way, if anybody who wants to get in on this, there's a a link pinned in my
Yeah,
chat.
I need to drop a link too, just the StreamYard and pin it, and you can come do biblical tier list with me. All right, there we go. Drop that in the side chat.
I just, yeah, I got the lyrics to Bathsheba Smiles.
How come it's not letting me
running in my head?
Bizarre, that's not letting me pin the link. This is way behind. There we go.
The chorus of the song that I clipped just minutes of, Bathsheba Smiles.
Yeah.
The chorus goes, do you close your eyes to see miracles? Do you raise your face to kiss angels? Do you float on air to hear oracles? Bathsheba smiles, smiles. Bathsheba smiles, smiles. No doubt can cross her mind. Cross her mind. It's a wonderful song. Listen to
this was Elijah's protege, so I'm just gonna put them right together. They did the same shit together, worked the same kind of grift of miracles, and took advantage of gullible people. So
yeah, those people suck.
Now we got Jezebel
for all eternity.
What is Jezebel known for? Being seductress, right?
Yeah, Jezebel was maligned in my view. She was the loose woman. In other words, she's a woman who knew her own mind and got her on.
Yeah,
got her job on. She's got to be a B anyway.
A B. Okay. Well, so here's Ruth. So. Here's Ruth. Ruth's our girl.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan, which is, so you think maybe between Hannah and Solomon? I was actually going to put her down here above Rebecca on C tier, but you think she's above or below Solomon?
Yeah, Solomon and Jezebel kind of belong in the same place to me.
Okay, yeah, we can just do like that. There we go. All right, then we got Ahab. So he was actually the I looked this up just recently because I wasn't real familiar. He was the captain of the Quipod. It's a whaling ship, and he was after the big white whale.
That's Captain Ahab.
Yeah. I know. I looked it up. I wasn't going to come into this blind.
Oh boy, do I have something for that!
I've actually done I'm like a whale kick right now. This coming Saturday, we're going to be talking about whales again on Life in the Hive. So don't miss that, because we got some side fails about surviving in the belly of a whale. Do we have Jonah on this list? Is Jonah on here? Yeah, yeah, sweet.
That's good. That's good. That's awesome. But I've got this is I gotta find the fucking file. This is a Gary Larson cartoon. Gary Larson, The Far Side.
Yeah,
it's one of the funnier cartoons ever. And that fucking thing.
It was a she-bear, I believe, in the quotes of Elijah. Yeah, killed like 40 kids though, like 42 kids.
Yeah, that's see, that's garbage. That's just garbage.
There's a song from Acid Bath called Jezebel. I know Acid Bath, thrash metal from the 80s. Black goat semen. Let's die screaming.
I'm sorry. Say again.
It says this
goat semen. Did you say
the lyric to Jezebel by Acid Bath? It says, "Let's die screaming, black goat semen." I think I've heard that once, but I can't remember when or where. All right.
Yeah.
So what do we know about Ahab? Do you know about Ahab?
Well, hold on. I let me just uh
He's on the coins, but
stop that screen for a sec. No, I'll stop this one. Stop my screen, and then I'll present.
I swear, girl, if you get my channel a strike, I'm gonna kick your butt.
I'm not gonna get your channel a fucking strike, unlike Oz, who strikes himself the entire time.
I just get claims from yeah, I get claims still for my intro that Oz threw together, but I think I can tool it out. I thought the buzzing would tool it out, but it didn't.
Yeah,
hey,
YouTube,
Mommy.
YouTube be you're evil. How the fuck do I do this? Oh, window. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Share that window.
So many
that out.
millions of people in the city, and look who I rear-ended. It's a whale.
That is Captain Ahab with his harpoon and his peg leg getting out of his car, going after the poor white whale.
Moby Dick, which was based on a real whale named Mocha Dick.
Indeed it was. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. Hey, Tsunami.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the tier list, though, because there's a whole ton of guys to go through. All right, so we'll talk about Ahab. You got to think about Jezebel, and you got to think about there's some war associated with Ahab. Like the battle, what's it? The battle of Quarquar. Extra biblical records exist to that. That's pretty interesting. Ahab contribution was estimated at 2,000 chariots and 10,000 men. So he was a war politician. Okay. Let's put him, I don't know, probably here with Aaron.
Yeah, kind of.
It sounds like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aaron was a war. So was Pharaoh. I don't know. Am I wrong to put war politicians above cops? Because these are all cops down here. And then the 3 war politicians and then cops. They're like categories. I'm having so much fun doing this, though. All right. Look, do you see who's next on the list, though?
No.
It's right here.
Who you got? Oh, God. God's the fucker. God's number one. God's
rung, baby.
Bottom rung tail end.
We found the basement. You know what? I'm gonna blow your all's mind by doing something with this next person that you don't expect and putting this guy right at the top of B tier.
Is that Jesus?
Yes.
No, that's all right. It works.
I think Jesus was a good dude. From what I know about him, he seemed pretty. Of all the characters in the Bible, he'd be up here. Yeah. So
he had his faults. Definitely had his faults, but for the most part,
I think his faults humanized him. Though we get to actually see some humanism in him when he flips over the table, and you know, when you actually get to see him have a range of emotion. Besides, if you're gonna like weird going straight from God, Jesus, and then Nehemiah. Nehemiah. What do we know about Nehemiah? Nehemiah, central figure of the book. He's got his own book.
I'm lost in that regard.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna read. Most scholars believe
we need Dr. Josh in here. We need
or Jason from Dragons in Genesis.
Yeah.
Calling Dragons in Genesis. Join us. Oh, we got Ezra. He's the same at the time, contemporary Ezra. Okay. Nehemiah is the central figure of the book of Nehemiah, which describes his work rebuilding Jerusalem during the Second Temple period. He was governor of Persian Judea under, oh, okay, he's a governor, politician. We know what to do with you. Since I don't know anything too bad about you, I'm going to put you right at the top. It's very rare the so the politician rising above D tier is as rare as a camel passing through the eye of a needle. I just wanted to put that down there.
Yeah, I think that's true.
That's my thoughts on it. You make your own choices in the side chat. Do we have comment section I can read? Yes, we do. Excellent. Okay. Got too many windows open. I'm getting lost. There we go.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot, which kind of sucks. But
you only have one monitor, don't you?
No, I have two.
Okay. I didn't know if you had two or
it's
one.
It's not enough. I need like 5.
Yeah. All right. Next is our homegirl Eve. The fruity bitch. I would have ate that fruit too, girl. Don't feel bad. Don't even feel bad, Miss Eve.
I'm throwing Eve at top tier. Eve is a number 1 ace because she listened to the truth
and chose knowledge
over obedience.
Hell yeah.
That's got to be the queen bee.
All right. So I think we hit the ceiling there too. So in the last 4 selections, we've hit the ceiling and the floor. Everything else will be between God and Eve, right? Every Pretty other much. Person's going to be. I don't see anybody else on this list that could rise
We haven't had
that.
Satan yet. Have we had Satan?
Satan. Yeah, Satan's mid tier.
Okay.
Because he was a warlord. Failed liberator, remember?
Yeah. He did sort of lead that great rebellion of the angels.
Yeah. Which was cool because he was trying to get their freedom, but he failed.
On the other hand, On the other hand, I don't know. Nobody died in that though. I wouldn't put him top tier, but where is he? Where have we got him?
Right here.
Oh, he's meh.
Yeah. I think he should be good.
I think he should be B. I think he should be B tier.
You think so? All right. So in B tier we have Solomon at the bottom and Jesus at the top. I know you probably agree that he's below Jesus, but
yeah, probably.
We got Ruth and Jonathan. He's below Jonathan. I'm gonna put him.
Yeah. Okay. That works. That's fine.
Okay. So he's mid upper tier. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That sounds right. Esther, the heroine of the Book of Esther. Oh, she has a book named after her too.
Well, Esther is cool. Esther's pretty cool. I like Esther.
Mordecai,
Mordecai's an asshole, and Mordecai was okay. Haman was an asshole.
Haman, yeah. Grand Vizier.
Yeah, and the coolest, that is my favorite religious holiday in the Jewish tradition or Christian tradition. Is Purim. And Purim is a holiday upon which it is enjoined in Talmud that a Jew should not know the difference between should get so intoxicated as to not know the difference between cursed be Haman and blessed be Mordecai. Which is, when I was in college and I went to Brandeis, which is a school of deep Jewish tradition, was a hell of a holiday. because that injunction was quite religiously observed.
Nehemiah made me think of Maya, said Sumami. That's funny. Nehemiah. Yeah. Well, I put Esther right here by Rebecca. Just sort of, regular old decent people trying to live their lives.
Decent people trying to
get their nose dirty.
along.
Yeah. Yep. Next we have Mordecai, which let's look. Mordecai.
Nehemiah was a bullfrog. I like it. Was a good
Nehemiah was a bullfrog. Was a good friend of mine.
Speaking of which, anybody do a search on YouTube for Little Richard doing Joy to the World and listen to the whole thing. It's really funny. It's great. It's just Little Richard doing that song is just so fucking cool.
It doesn't tell you much about his personality, though. Mordecai was also the cousin of the guardian of Esther, who became queen of Persia under the reign of Ahasuerus, Xerxes I. Mordecai's loyalty and bravery are highlighted in the story, so he's loyal and brave.
Yeah, it's got to be on the same tier as Esther, anyway.
Yeah, we'll put them together too. Make some good folks. Yeah. All right. Next them's
good people. They did their best under trying circumstances.
Haman's a freaking politician.
Haman's a fucking politician. Yeah.
We know where to put you, Haman. Yeah. Then we have Job. Poor Job.
I
think Job was probably a good guy. I'll put him right here with Rebecca. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Good. Yeah, definitely good.
Job's book is fire, though. If you're gonna read any book in the Bible, read Job. Rest of them are like below it as far as supernatural stuff and magic and crap. If you like that fantasy,
Logan Fisher's going top tier, and I'm close to saying
for Job.
Yeah,
I would be willing to move Job up below Jesus.
Yeah.
Below Jesus, I'll put Job right there. Because all through it, he knew what he had to do and he just kept doing it. Job deconverted me, says Logan Fisher. That's a powerful message.
It is.
Yeah, that he had that much influence over. All right.
See, we've got a lot of Job, partisans in the chat over here. A lot of Job partisans. I it's the oldest book in the Bible according to scholarship, anyway. And he's it's a good story. I think it is a good. I think it's a wonderful story. It's fun. Hey, Jasper. Next. Bree, you're muted.
Sorry, I was talking about. I just want to go turn the light on for the food. Our food's being delivered. Right. Who we got next is Isaiah.
He's a polemicist. He's like. Well, first or second, Isaiah, and since we don't have a choice here,
it's probably I don't think it doesn't give any of the duplicate people with the same names, even if they're from the Old Testament, New Testament. That's why I got confused earlier about
the book
about
the books
Saul.
are
Remember?
Written, yeah, their books are written by different people too. So, but I'm saying meh.
So yeah, he was very. God is good. God is powerful and all this crap. Let me look at some of his exploits here. Within the text of the
look at
book
the
of
resume.
Isaiah.
You check out you got the resume going on here. It's like that's good.
Within the text of the book of Isaiah, Isaiah is referred to as a prophet, but the exact relationship between the book of Isaiah and the actual prophet Isaiah is complicated. Traditional view is that all 66 chapters of the book of Isaiah were written by one man. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't tell me anything about what he did with his life. Biography. Here we go. The first verse of Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, states that Isaiah prophesies during the reign of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, the king of Judah. So he was like a royal. Yeah, I get it. I'll put him in meh. The top of meh, though. Isaiah, king of meh. Then we got Jeremiah. He was, as we've established, bullfrog, right?
Yeah.
He was a good friend, but...
Yeah, he was a good friend of mine. Never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine. So, he's...
What prophecies?
The problem with Isaiah, of course, is he's just basically saying, "Hey, you're not obeying the law. You're against the law. You're bad with the law. You've got to get right with the law. What the hell's wrong with you? You've got to be right with the law." So he's
the people of Judah didn't. The people at Judah didn't give a fuck. He's like an ineffectual mall cop. Is what I describe Jeremiah like,
Oh,
like observe and report. I remember at the bottom of
kind of go for it. Says Stephanie and Bree ought to put Peter in a separate category. They'll be held to pay. We've all got you to thank for a whole number of things, Peter. It's like kind of go for it. One of the heroes of the YouTubes.
All right, so we got. I put Jeremiah at the bottom of meh. He's really whiny. I don't know. Jeremiah.
Yeah, he's really whiny. So movie. Yeah, bottom of meh. Bottom of meh. Yeah, I think so.
And then we got Daniel. Daniel had some superpowers too. Daniel's a prophet, right?
Yeah, but he was the
one thing I know about Daniel is about the lion's den, right?
Yeah, well, and he interpreted dreams, and there was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and the book is kind of fun.
But he was like most of his books takes place in Babylon and not in Judea, though, right?
He took a lot of acid, Bree.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to take a lot of acid to stand in the lion's den like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he good, bad? Is he good or it can't be bad. But on the other hand, he had a lot of bad trips, which influenced even worse trips in the future. So I like bottom of meh, I think is where he is where he goes.
He can join Daniel and Jeremiah can start a band together.
Yeah. I think that's about right.
All right. I don't know who this is. Nebuchadnezzar.
Ooh, Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar was I think Nebuchadnezzar listened to Daniel, right? He was the king of
rock and roll.
Yeah, and he said to Daniel, "Don't try to lay no boogie woogie on the king of rock."
Oh, sorry, that was Elvis. Shit, I'm sorry, I get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Nebuchadnezzar, Elvis Presley, and I mixed them. Nebuchadnezzar's wasn't he the one that God cursed though?
Yeah,
Is that
he
who I'm thinking
did.
of?
I'm throwing him into
But he was he was a glutton king though, wasn't he? Was like a Caligula kind of character, or
no,
indulgent.
he was cursed with being thrown into the fields and eating grass for 7 years.
Yeah, he had to go live like a wild animal, right?
So that's kind of a drag.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
But what did he do to deserve it though? Because I think it was just disrespecting God, wasn't it? It's like God's like, oh yeah, you disrespect me, go live in the field like a beast. Let's see here. Is there a little biography section here? Let's see what early life ancestry as crown prince, so he's a freaking royal. I mean, I don't blame somebody for being born into a royal family, but monarchies are gross. Ascension to the throne, early military campaigns. Oh, he's a warlord. Let's put him you put him at the top of bad or the bottom of meh. Everybody seems to be leaning to the bottom of meh lately, which I think is where he goes.
bottom of meh. Might be a little. He might be ahead of Daniel.
Ahead of Daniel. Okay.
Yeah, ahead of Daniel, because well, but then again, Daniel and the tripping thing. It's just put him below Daniel. Yeah.
Why am I getting a call from Dallas, Texas?
Is it from Aetna?
Well, I wouldn't think it would be.
I don't know. It's just they happen to be my.
Man, we got the next person we have is actually it's Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Abednego.
Abednego, yeah. I'm gonna answer this. I'll be right back. Entertain them.
Let's see, the fiery furnace. Let me see. I think I can. There is a song about Chad, Rack, Meshach, and Abednego. Let me see if I can find that one, because that's kind of fun. Again, AFU in the finding stuff. Oh my God! I Google that and I get a whole bunch of YouTubes from God channels. Christian HD movie. Oh no! There you go. Fourth man in the fire. There you go. Oh yeah, there you go. Louis Armstrong. Yeah, this is good. Let's see. It's good and bad. It is a snippet of American portrayal of African American artists in the 1930s. It's bad, but good because the music is good. And there you go. But I gotta hit that present arms. And it's grim in some respects.
There was three children from the land of Israel, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Took a trip to the land of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Nebuchadnezzar was the king of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Took a lot of gold and made an idol, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. And he told everybody we'd yell the music of the trumpet. And he told everybody we'd yell the music of the flute. And he told everybody we'd yell the music of the horn. They must fall down and worship the idol, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. But the children of Israel would not bow down, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego.
So there you go. It's a hot tune, and Louis Armstrong was absolutely fantastic. I'm still listening to it, by the way, because just what a performer, what a musician, what a wonderful human being. He broke a lot of barriers, did Louis? Broke a lot of barriers.
I'm back.
That's good. You missed Louis Armstrong performing Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Oh. Okay. That sounds fun.
I'll share it later. I hope it won't get. I'm sorry I keep doing these music clips because I know how dangerous it is. My God, how sensitive. Yeah. I don't know. I
if it gets more than about 20 seconds of playing a song, it flags it. It's probably wild.
It'll flag it, but it won't strike you. It'll just say it'll copyright claim.
Yeah, if you're monetized, it just takes your monetization away from it. But I'm not going to monetize
Does
this
it
anyway.
really? I didn't know that.
This isn't the kind of thing I'm monetizing.
I'm sorry, Bree.
No, it's okay. I wouldn't monetize this anyway. This is me and you goofing around with a tier list about biblical figures. Go ahead and pull it back up. Let's get going. Because we got those the trio, the biblical characters thrown into the fiery furnace by Nebuchadnezzar. That's what they're famous for being roasted alive. I'm gonna call them a victim of circumstance.
They're definitely victim of circumstance. They're in the victim of circumstance category.
I'm gonna put them right here with Goliath, because much like a Goliath, you can't be a big giant like that among your people and not be willing to fight and defend them, right? They're gonna expect you to use that size and might in combat. And the same thing with these guys. They're getting victim of circumstances. I don't know what they did, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Louis Armstrong. It's whoever holds the copyright to whatever movie that was clipped from. It's the terrible thing about fair use and all of that stuff in YouTube is like a lot of people haven't heard some of this music, and if it's there, you might go listen to some more of it. You're not trying to, and the worst part is the artists themselves were treated horribly by the studios, by the record companies, by this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I got problems with copyright law. I got some problems with with Disney specifically. It's like, my God, these things, like, how long can a mouse rule the airwaves? Seriously? Anyway.
Yeah.
I think, though, Bree, that the Bible is out of copyright. So as far as I know, we're good to go with the rest of our biblical characters.
Yeah. We're getting down to the last like the top like 20 here. So let's see. We got the next person on the list is another victim of circumstance. It's Jonah. He didn't want to go preach in some like town that was like falling apart or
Yeah,
whatever.
he got fucked.
He didn't want to go be a street preacher. He's best like, I'm not being a street preacher. I'm out of here, and jumped on the boat to leave. And then the storm started.
Speaking of copyright, there you go. It's like the studio said, go talk to these people, and he said, yeah, I got other things to do. And then the studio said, you got to go preach to these people. And he said, no, I got other things to do. And then
I'm putting Jonah at the tippy top of meh, because I don't think he did anything exceptionally special. I think he's not enough to just be a victim of circumstances, since he was a preacher. He just didn't want to preach where God told him to go preach. So, yeah. All right. And then we got Cain, and you can say what you want about Cain. Cain was a psychopath. I'm going to go with that. Probably down here. Let's see. Above Dave. Yeah, above David. Now,
yeah, that seems fair.
Because murderous rage because God smiled upon somebody else instead of you is a little out there. And we got the Virgin Mary here. I'd actually be willing to put her above Jesus. Actually, I'm probably willing to put her up here next to Eve. What do you think? Or do you think she's
sure? I think so, because I think I think that if she was real, she was
a raped child.
Yeah, and she put up with the shit, and her family. Yeah, she's in there. She's up there. She's good.
Yeah,
good old Mary.
And then we got our old man like right next to her, and I'll put him. Honestly, I'm putting him. He might be the one guy to go right up here next to Mary above Rahab, because you know what? He knew what happened to Mary and raised the kid anyway. But then again, she was his child bride. So, but
yeah,
everybody had a child bride back then.
If you go with the story that Jesus's daddy was a Roman soldier from Germany, he did the right thing by. He's good. He's cool. He took care of the kid.
But you know what I just thought about? How am I going to put Joseph and Mary above Jesus? I guess because Joseph and Mary didn't start a cult that's kind of ruining my country. Jesus did. So I don't think that was his intention. But
no, I don't think it was his intention. But you can't blame that. You can't blame his folks.
You know whose intention it was?
God.
Not this guy right here.
Oh, Paul, that fucker.
Yeah. Cult leader.
Yep.
The only reason he's not in the really bad is because he's ineffectual. At least he was like as far as the claims that Jesus was going to come back and all that, it's just, I don't know. I think Paul was saying he's going to come back in my lifetime. Then we got John the Baptist, another person who seems like it's like maybe a good dude. I don't know. What do you think, John the Baptist? John the Baptist goes in.
John the Baptist. He ain't John the Revelator.
He's the one who baptized Jesus.
Yeah.
But why is he any less of a cult leader than Paul, though? I don't really have much of an opinion on him. I'm putting him in the top of.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the meh. I've got the huge meh thing going on with John the Baptist.
Yeah. And you got Pilate. We can all agree he was basically just an asshole.
A cop. He's a cop. He's a cop.
Yeah. Going right down here with Gideon. And we got Judas, who betrayed Christ. That's a shitty thing to do.
Jesus Christ Superstar story, or are you gonna go with a whatever? Yeah, you did get his head cut off, and Salome danced around with it on a platter, which is kind of cool. Yeah. At least we had a ballet out of it.
Let's see. What are we gonna do with you, Judas? I'm really thinking about just putting him at the top of bad tier. Please. Like when I think of Judas, it's like because he's Benedict Arnold, right? Where do you put?
Yeah, he fucked over his pal. That's no good.
Yeah,
yeah.
The turncoat. It's like when you find out that Gambit led the Marauders down to the Morlock tunnels for the Mutant Massacre.
That's the thing. He was still a bad guy because he didn't stick with his friends. People that don't stick with their friends aren't cool.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck Steven is. My friend's named
he was
Steven.
The first martyr. He was the first martyr. I don't know.
In the New Testament?
Yeah, it's New Testament. Yeah.
Steven was a common. Okay.
Yeah, he got stoned. But not in a good way.
Like a Christian martyr. Okay.
Yes. I think he's in the Book of Acts, but I don't remember exactly what his claim to fame was.
Biblical. I'm trying to find him. Biblical Stephen.
The name that being named Stephanie, I do know something about the name Stephen. It comes from it's derived from the Greek a crown, so he was the crown of something. I don't know what the hell that.
He was a martyr, though.
Yeah. So victim of circumstance.
Okay, Saint Stephen. All right, we'll put him at victim of circumstances.
With a rose in and out of the garden he goes.
Because he was out there trying to preach the gospel to people who didn't want to hear it, though, I'm putting him at the bottom of victim of circumstances. Because it's like the guy who went and tried to convert the Sentinelese people, right? If you preach to people who don't want to hear your bullshit, then don't get mad when they get mad about your bullshit.
Shut up already! Shut up already!
Right. Like the guy on the train in Australia, it's that American.
It's like the troll in chat. You get to. Have you not heard the word of God? Like, well, yeah, but it's boring.
Yeah. Who do we got next?
We don't have
Timothy?
too many. We don't. Huh?
Timothy's next.
Timothy. You know, he was Paul's A number one ace, right? So he's got to go in there with Paul somewhere. He was to Paul as he was Paul's campaign advisor.
All right, so we'll put him right here with Paul.
Yeah.
Then we got Silas, and I don't know what to say about Silas either. Silas was a politician.
No, another Paul acolyte, and I can't remember what his claim to fame was.
Let's see, biblical narrative. Silas is first mentioned in Acts 15, where he and Judas Barsaba, known often as Judas, were selected by the church elders to return with Paul and Barnabas to Antioch. How do you say that? Antioch.
Antioch.
Okay. Antioch. Following the Jerusalem Council. I'm really stoned, sorry.
That's all right. Well, like St. Stephen with a rose, in and out of the garden he goes.
Let's keep all these guys together, where they can all hang out with the politicians and cops, because that's what they're associated with. Church elders and stuff. Yeah, our bad tier's getting bad. We don't have very many spaces left, and just bad. We have Abel next. I don't think Abel ever did anything wrong, as far as I'm aware of.
No, he never did a fucking thing wrong.
I think I'm gonna put him up here with Eve and Mary. Actually, I put him above Mary because he's gonna be our top guy, I think.
Sure.
No one's gonna trump Eve, but Abel was just like, hey, I like growing or raising sheep and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like growing my animals up, and his brother's like, die, motherfucker, and kills him. So
yeah.
Then we got Mary Magdalene, the victim of a circumstance prostitute. So I'm thinking this is the right tier for her, but we're at on this tier. We have Rebecca, Esther, Mordecai, Adam. Probably thinking above Adam.
But yeah, above Adam.
Okay. So now we have Peter. Got another one of Jesus' followers, one of the apostles. And yeah, one of the cult leaders.
Yeah, he's in the...
Go ahead.
Yeah. Above who?
We'll put him above Nehemiah, but I don't know if he should be above or below. Maybe he should be up in here in the meh. But I don't think a cult leader belongs at least in the bad tier. I don't know, but if you actually believed what he was preaching,
well,
I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing I'm concerned about is that Gonna Go For It Peter is in the stream, and he said we'd have hell to pay if we didn't do something nice for Peter.
Okay, let's put Peter in the top or in the bottom of the good tier, above Stephen. I think Peter did believe what he was preaching, so I'll put him up there. And that's also my favor for our friend Peter out there watching, and I'm glad you're here, Peter.
And Peter just goes, still watching. It's like, okay, man.
Yeah. Glad you're here. And
yes, we do take bribes. Are you kidding? That's what we're here for.
I think Herod was worse than a regular politician because he was malicious. So I'm going to put him here at the top of really bad.
He was an asshole.
Then we got John. hard time putting Peter up here and not putting John up there too, just because they're kind of the same type of character. But the rest of them are down here. If I move John, if I put John up here with Peter, I'm gonna have to move Timothy up there too, I think.
Yeah, we got him in the med department.
I want to put Timothy in the meh. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll put John in the meh. Let's put him at the top of, well, no, because Jonah's at the top. I'll put him right here with John the Baptist and Isaiah.
Yeah, I think that's right. Keep the Johns together. You know, it's after all.
Yeah, okay. And then Zacharias. Is Zacharias an angel?
No, he's a prophet. I can't remember what his claim to fame is either.
Shows him talking to an angel in the thumbnail here. Let me see.
I don't know.
Let's see. Zachariah. Hey, y'all. While we're doing this, Steph just dropped her coffee link in the side chat over here. So if you want to help a sale lady out,
fixed.
yeah, help the sale lady out getting her car fixed. I hopefully churned her up some business today by sending a flower person over to see her.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Okay. Zechariah the Hebrew prophet, or is it Zechariah the New Testament figure? Because the New Testament figure, Zechariah, is John the Baptist's dad, whereas I think it must be the prophet. It's got to be the prophet. I'm going with Zechariah, the Old Testament prophet. I like the Old Testament like orders of magnitude more than I like the New Testament. So, like the Old Testament, I could, if the Old Testament is the Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien, the New Testament would be my 8th grade algebra book. That's how they stack up compared to each other. Let's see. The book of Zechariah introduces him as the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo. The book of Ezra names Zechariah as the son of Iddo, but it is likely that Berechiah and Zechariah's father and Iddo was his grandfather. His prophetical career probably began the second year of Darius the Great, king of Excuse me, my throat starts going out. Just a second, a little cough. Archimedes, the Grand Council. His greatest concern appeared to have been the building of the Second Temple. Okay, so Second Temple. He was probably not the Zechariah mentioned by Jesus in the Gospel of Luke. He's like a nobody. Why is he even here? What prophecy powers did you have?
I'm gonna say it's like he's an architect. It's like give him some cred.
I like my prophets to have like the ability to raise the dead or drop fireballs or summon bears. This guy, what did he do? Disappointed. I want to put you at the bottom of mad, you jerk. Now we have more in mad than we have in bad. There are 2 bald eagles on my commute home that I see every day. They are a mated pair. I've been watching them for years. Yeah, that's awesome. I love when I used to live out in the country. My our road was 10 miles of gravel, right, and we ran beside a your standard North American river system. Windy and Missouri is the land of rivers, right? Or all the rivers commune to meet the Mississippi from the Rockies on the west and from the Appalachian on the east, all converge right there at the Illinois, Missouri region. And the bald eagles just love it. And this time of year, they're used to the river being frozen over. and so they're going, or they're not coming as far south as they used to, and it makes me sad because I used to watch them all the time. There'd be dozens of them along that drive. Now there's maybe a couple. Of course, I don't go down that way too much anymore. My friend recently got a female too, so maybe I'm in for a chance to get a bald eagle if they end up breeding. Fingers crossed. You're gonna get a bald eagle? Are you a falconer? Is Peter a falconer? I know there's pictures of him holding one, but I didn't know he was actually a falconer.
Yeah. He did a whole thing on that, and yeah, it's very, very cool.
I love falconry. That's amazing. Ooh, I have so many questions. Goodness gracious. We're almost done with this tier list too. Look at that. We're down to our last 8 people.
This is awesome.
All right.
God willing, we'll get through it.
Yeah. All right. So we have Elizabeth. And I don't know jack shit about Elizabeth either. We're getting this. There's some obscure people in here for me.
Elizabeth was the cousin of Mary and the mother of John the Baptist.
Okay. Maternal
Actually, no,
of Mary, mother of Jesus.
I think that, yeah, they were. John was Jesus's cousin, I think, once removed. But
she saw an angel, cousin. Though, right?
She did. She was and she was another one. She the story of Elizabeth was similar to the story of Sarah.
So she was barren and then gifted with
barren, and then she's like suddenly
blessed with a child. She didn't do nothing wrong. I'm gonna put it right here with Mary. They're like basically in the same boat.
I know from my mom's experience, although I was born later in my mother's life, but I can imagine it's like, oh shit, really?
Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure that
and my sister also bore a child later in life, and she was like, really?
All right, that Antichrist.
Both women very delighted that they had the kid, but my God, it's like, what a pain.
Yeah. The Antichrist is the next person on the list, and as far as I know from Revelations, the Antichrist is going to be like a warlord. So I'm going to put him down here with the rest of these warlords and murderers and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to put him mid, or now I'll put him right here with Cain. Didn't get the false prophet. I don't think the false prophet's any worse or better than the real prophet, but they're a hustler. So I'm going to put a hustler at the top of bad. Right here with Nehemiah. Why can't you replace Nehemiah?
Yep.
Nehemiah's like stuck. There we go. I had to move him. All right. So they're just a bad dude. All right. Now we're getting, we're at the top. This is the top 5. So the false prophet was number 5. Number 4. We got Noah. Where are we putting Noah at? Look how well balanced this is.
I got problems with Noah.
About the drunk thing?
He's got his fucking neighbors coming around going, "Hey dude, what's going on with this boat?" Never you mind. No, really. What's going on with the goddamn boat? You've got your family working on this. You're not telling anybody nothing about it. It's like you're building this thing. I'm not allowed to tell you. No, spill the beans, man. Why are you building this thing? Well, I feel like taking a little cruise to Cyprus. Yeah, okay. Can we help? No, nope, go away. And then, people start seeing all these animals walking up, and you got your lions and tigers and bears, oh my, and then you got your penguins coming along in the middle of fucking Palestine, and people are going, what the hell are those things, and what's going on here? Just never you mind, it's all good. So he got problems with Noah because he's keeping mum for the complete obliteration of the rest of the human race. It's like it's like he's terribly bad. You stick him down with God.
Well, I mean, the thing with Noah too is that after they land and everything, he gets all drunk and is like abusive towards his kids and stuff.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know. Anyway, so I want to put Noah maybe at the
I've
he was
given
very
my
ineffectual.
opinion.
He was very ineffectual about saving anybody. He's
No, he was an accomplice in genocide. He's got to be
Yeah.
down there.
I'm gonna put
I'm
him
sorry.
like right down here with Antichrist. Yeah, right above Antichrist.
Yeah.
And you got Abraham, also one sick fuck. He whored out his wife as his sister. He tried to cut his kid's junk off, or was going to stab his kid. Cut his kid's junk off, right? Or cut his circumcision or whatever. Or was he? Did he just do it to himself? Was it?
Well, he did it to himself, and he did it to his kids. Actually, I think Ishmael also got his foreskin lopped off.
I'll put him at the top of bad. What do you think? That work for you?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, and then we have Lot, who, as far as I'm aware, impregnated his 2 daughters. So.
Yeah, he was drunk, but that's.
Yeah, he was really nice to the travelers, though, the angels. Like when everybody else was wanting to rape him, he's like, "Nah, I don't want to invade."
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, he's like bad somewhere, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put him bad here. So I don't think there's a limit. And you got Sarah.
Is he top bad?
Yeah, he's top of bad right now.
Yeah, okay.
You think Sarah, mid bad would be better? Put him down here by Sarah.
I think mid bad. Yeah, I think mid bad.
I don't know about Sarah.
Yeah. Sarah's the only issue I have with Sarah is the way she treated Hagar.
Was she Abraham's wife?
Yeah.
And she's the one who circumcised Abraham.
She was trying to be nice to Abraham and got Hagar to fuck Abraham. And then she got pregnant and she kicked Hagar out of the house.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
That's totally shitty. I mean, it's like what do you mean? It's like what do you mean? And then God had to come and say, listen, don't worry. You keep fucking. You're gonna get a kid.
And oh my gosh! How do we? UDF just reminded me something about Lot.
Yeah, that's right.
Raped by 2 daughters instead. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm moving him down from that. Yeah, good call. I'm gonna put him down here below Moses.
Yeah, excellent call there. I'd forgotten that bit.
Yeah, but about Sarah, the problem with Sarah is she's just kind of along for the ride. Is my problem with Sarah. So I have a hard time gauging any of her personality. So I was just like, oh shit, God's gonna kill my husband, and cuts the tip of his dick off so that God doesn't kill him, which is pretty neat. But I don't know if she's got anything else important that she's does.
Well, it's the thing with Hagar. It's like it was like, listen, honey, I can't get a kid, so you go have a kid with my husband. And after you do, I'm going to kick you and your kid out of the place. Now that I got a kid, she's kind of a shithead. I think she's in the bad category, but I'm not sure where.
Yeah. Let's see. Because this is mostly politically bad, is what we've had so far. Deborah was sort of just a shitty bitch, though. Let's put her here next to Deborah.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
All right. There we go. That's our tier list.
All right. That's our tier.
I'm going to save it.
Who came up with these characters? Because that was fun. That really was kind of.
You can go here. I'll show you. I made my own tier list too. Hold on. Let me. How do I get back out of here? Just a sec. Yeah, this is the biblical character ranking tier list. Somebody else did theirs like this, and look how they put Jesus, Moses, and God at the tier at the top.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I kind of think they might have a particular point of view.
Yeah, look, everybody puts God at the top and Jesus at the top.
Oh yeah, well that's
someone someone put Satan at the top.
Nice. I hope that people will look at our rankings here and see a secular humanist bent to this, not just a simple atheist bent to this. It's like, let's just evaluate, what do these people actually do? Because that's the thing. What did you do is the thing, not that.
I might do this one sometime. This is one I made.
Nice.
Carnivore. And it probably wouldn't be fun for anybody who's not like super into animals, though. But yeah, might do one of these at some point. Lots of fun stuff you can do on here.
It's pretty cool. It's like tiermaker.com or something like that.
Yep, tiermaker.com. Yep, you can tier up any kind of categories you want. All right.
Awesome.
I'm gonna wrap my stream up over here. So
I'm gonna do the same, because it's been like almost 3 3/4 hours for me, and I want to thank Bree, but for the flowers, for the company, for the fun, and for the love.
Here for it.
I can't say enough. Good lady. Good lady.
You're one of my best friends, Steph. So I want you to make sure that you're loved. You've had a lot of people coming, picking at your
walking around my. Don't you shake my peaches if you know.
Yeah, that's your approach.
Don't you shake? If you don't want my peaches, you better not shake my tree. It's like it's all right. It's I know I'm an asshole. I don't mean to hurt people. I know I have, and I hate it when I do. And I don't think that. I think it's good to reflect, I guess, but I also don't think it's. I also don't think it's. I hate to lose connection with people on the basis of a temporary, a momentary lapse of reason, shall we say.
Ooh, look at that. On my side here, Kalasia just gifted 5 memberships to
God
Rick,
bless him,
to Katina, to Ring, to Enzo, and to Jen. Thank you so much, Kalasia. And I love that I have all these new faces in the hive. Thank you and welcome aboard. We're going to continue to do stuff like this.
You know what? If some of you would tell your pals that there's content on my channel beyond me being a jerk.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Would subscribe. I don't know, but
so I'm saying we're here, we're having fun. We do silly stuff like this, me and Steph do. So if you like doing tier lists and whatnot, yeah. I don't know what we'll do next, but it's not going to be limited to Bible characters. I'll tell you that. We may do other literary characters or famous scientists. We could do animal groups, dinosaurs, things like that. Yeah. Let us know what you'd like to see us do a tier list of, and we'll bring it to you. All right. Well, to my hive, I'm going to say, be kind, take care, and we'll see you next time.
And to the folks around here, I really appreciate your hanging through the entire time. And we're all gonna say goodbye. Go enjoy life. And you can do it. I kicked myself out. Thank you so much.
You got